Salam sejahtera. Selamat tengah hari saya ucapkan kepada pihak media. Dan tujuan saya adakan sidang media kali ini adalah untuk mengikuti perkembangan pengecualian bayaran balik PTPTN untuk IPTS. So let me start by reading this statement in English and then mungkin sedikit tambahan dalam bahasa. So in budget 2026, government announced that the high-achieving graduates from IPTS will not longer qualify for the PTPTN loan repayment waiver. This decision has raised serious concerns among students, parents, and community organizations. Yet, from the Kamaha session which I have attended and asked this specific question, to parliamentary written replies, to students submitting petitions, almost 2 months have passed, and the Higher Education Ministry has only stated that the matter will be reviewed. This does not reflect the reform pace expected under the government. I welcome the ministry decision to conduct a review. However, such a review must come with a clear timeline, greater transparency, and the inclusion of students and stakeholders, rather than a closed-door internal study that drags on for a full year. Let me reiterate, this review must have deadlines and transparent mechanism. It cannot be conducted behind closed doors for an entire year. Over the past 2 months, not only have individual students handed me petitions, but numerous students group and community organizations, including Persatuan Belia Xianglian. So already they made a statement. Federation of Hokkien Association Youth Wing also making statements. And we have also students that make an open plea, call for review of unfair PTPTN exemption policy. This was reported by FNT. Okay, so many parties have publicly voiced their dissatisfaction. The question remains, how long does MOHE or KPT intend to study this issue? And recently, just weeks ago, I received an SOS letter, asking for help. So this case brought to my attention involving a student from M40 family. I wouldn't say B40, tapi M40 lah. She has achieved excellent results from SPM and through matriculasi and then to university. So maintain a perfect 4.0 CGPA. So this lady scored 10A in SPM, CGPA 4.0, and then she applied through UPU, dentistry, but got rejected one by all public universities. Ironically, after that, she received an offer letter from USM and UM on the direct intake. However, because of the affordability of his family, the father is a high school teacher, the mom is a housewife, so finally she could only land on the private university. And why not direct intake? Mind you, in UM, the direct intake for dentistry costs about 441,000 ringgit. Whereas in USM, it costs 350,000 ringgit. And this private university costs 300,000. So lebih murah lah, berbanding to IPTA. So throughout these years, right, she worked towards graduating with first-class honors. Of course, she studied very hard, believing this would qualify her for a partial PTPTN waiver. Yet, due to the government's latest decision, she has lost this long-promised eligibility. For 2 months, she has struggled emotionally, asking, what was the point of working so hard for 4.0? This affects students who enroll in IPTS in 2022, 2023, 2024. So she's not alone, because they were informed before that, then that achieving first-class honors will allow part of their PTPTN loans to be converted into scholarship. After 3 years of dedicated effort, a single policy decision has extinguished that promise. That is not fair. Parents have also questioned why the government appears to be penalizing B40 and M40 families with children in IPTS. Admission into public universities via STPM is increasingly competitive, while special pathways are costly. Ordinary families enroll their children in IPTS in hopes that academic excellence will offset some of the financial burden. But now that hope is gone. Families must continue tightening their expenses and shoulder a significant education loan. So as a government backbencher, I still cannot offer a convincing explanation till today. This is not a targeted welfare issue. Bukan pasal bagi duit. It's a mechanism designed to reward excellence and hard work. And it's about future generation. Moreover, we have never asked for unconditional waivers. My counter proposal is that students can be required to serve in Malaysia for a few years under a service bond. So why is there still no clear answers after 2 months? Therefore, I urge MOHE to consider the proposal by all these youth groups to establish a PTPTN and KPT special committee, comprising representatives from MOHE, PTPTN, IPTA, IPTS, student bodies, student organizations, and member of parliaments. Of course, I hope to be included in that committee. This is crucial to ensure that the review process is professional, transparent, and inclusive. I would like to end by saying that excellence does not depend on whether a student attends a public or private institution, right? Students are not asking for privilege. They're asking for fairness. I call on MOHE to urgently announce a review timeline. This is the first thing. It's very important because students keep waiting, parents keep waiting, and everyone in Malaysia keeps waiting. And secondly, a mechanism for meaningful stakeholder participation so that we could quickly come to a decision on this. So ini adalah kenyataan media yang saya keluarkan tadi tentang follow up isu PTPTN. Saya menerima surat minta bantuan, kadang surat minta bimbingan lah. Kerana ada yang belajar sungguh-sungguh, semua A, CGPA 4, tak dapat kursus yang dia nak, dapat pula tawaran IPTA melalui saluran khas. Tapi yuran tuitionnya lebih mahal daripada IPTS. Maka anak muda perempuan ni dia memilihlah untuk lanjutkan pelajaran di sebuah universiti IPTS, dentistry lah. Dan selepas beberapa tahun belajar sungguh-sungguh, tak ke mana-mana, tumpu kepada pembelajaran beliau, dimaklumkan pula tiada lagi pengecualian PTPTN walaupun dapat ijazah kelas pertama. Jadi bagi saya, kisah sedih ini bukan satu kes yang berseorangan, ianya adalah satu kes kolektif. Jadi saya membuat satu tuntutan supaya KPT segera bermesyuarat, libatkan semua pihak yang terlibat, PTPTN, contohnya wakil IPTA, wakil IPTS, MQA, wakil daripada mahasiswa, wakil pelajar, wakil daripada ahli-ahli parlimen, supaya dua benda je, dua desakan. Satu, garis masa. Dan kedua adalah tentang apakah mekanisme terbaru yang boleh diterima oleh semua pihak. Sekian, terima kasih. Thank you. Any questions, media? Kalau tak ada, itu je. Terima kasih banyak.